adults and their families in the capacity of geriatric care case manager, medical social worker, geriatric nurse in acute and long-term care, hospital, nursing home, and community-based settings. This individual has been the principal investigator of more than a dozen grants and authored over 35 peer-reviewed publications in such journals as Educational Gerontology, Clinical Gerontologist Journal of Women and Aging, and the Journal of Applied Gerontology. She's an evangelist for age-friendly Sarasota. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I'm talking about. So let's kick off today's forum with a warm welcome for Dr. Kathy Black.
Wow, John, thank you so much. Such a pleasure to be here, Patrick. Thank you for having us. And Fitz, all the wonderful work, and all my fellow panelists, everybody here. I would like to talk to you about age-friendly Sarasota, and I know that I'm on a very strict time limit with 20 minutes, so I'm going to move right into this. First, I want to frame this by talking about our community. 54% is over age 50. We're considered a hyper-aged society. Over 30% is 65 and older, and as you can see, 1 out of 3 is 65 and older in Sarasota County. Sumter County in Florida has 49%, 65 and older. So we are not the oldest, but they are a different sized county. I want to bring your attention to these two quotes that I saw that I thought were very important. My pointer's not really working, but you can see them up there. We are an aging society, and it isn't just about old people, it's about all people. And longevity changes everything. So I want you to keep that in mind as we move along here. So I want to share with you, Tamara Shell's a demographer with Sarasota County, has put together a population pyramid. For those of you who are familiar with population pyramids, they're typically a Christmas tree look. Along the y-axis, you've got age increments in 5-year intervals, and you've got gender on one side and on the other side. And again, in a traditional young society, and in many societies in other countries today, and throughout history, it's a traditional Christmas tree with a lot of younger people, less people, the older you get. And here, I want you to see the U.S. population pyramid right next to it. Here are the baby boomers. There are 77 million of them. They started turning 65 on January 1st, 2011 for the next 19 years, 10,000 a day. And as you can see, that's comparable to the national. But here I want to point something out. There are 83 million millennials, roughly born between 1980 and 2000. And as you can see nationally, that bulge is bigger than the boomers. Look at that bulge in Sarasota County. It looks like a tight belt. And I'll tell you something else. I was at an American Planning Association conference in Tallahassee a year ago, and for the heck of it, the demographer was putting up the population pyramids for counties throughout the state of Florida without naming the state. And when he put this one up, I recognized it, and he said, this is the future of Florida. Here is the projection, so the trajectory ahead, as we can see, will be actually 1 out of 4, 75 and older. But really, what is in a number? It really, the chronology is not, does not define us. Many of you know there's in the past a view of life on a personal level, societal level, that things all go downhill. Well, we all know that not to be true, and certainly this is from ARP. We all know that this is our future, and we really do need to take control of this. So Age-Friendly Sarasota is an initiative to promote active, healthy, and engaged living for people of all life stages and abilities throughout the life course. It is for everybody. It's about aging. It's about planning for and preparing for an aging society. And the World Health Organization required us, communities that take advantage of this, to look at 8 areas of life. And as you can see there, civic participation, so that there's volunteer opportunities, continued working opportunities, that people have information in an increasingly technological society, that there are supports that are specialized to meet people's needs, that our housing needs meet our needs throughout our lives, that outdoor spaces are inviting to us, that we engage in them. Recent national studies showed that older adults are using parks far less than the general population. What can we do about that? That people are treated with respect, that there's activities at all price points, and transportation is the big one. We face about 10 years of not being able to drive, outliving our driving ability. So what's going to happen? So this multi-sector approach is an approach from the age-friendly communities, where we look at what are the assets of an individual community and what is it that people want in a community. Not what they need, not deficits, gaps, and problems, but what people want. And so we did that, and we're going to share some of that here. But I want to point out that this model, that the solution is a mosaic, and everybody's a stakeholder. And so as you can see, nonprofits play a role, business plays a role, government plays a role. Look at transportation. SCAT and SCAT Plus, our paratransit system for disabled people, is never going to meet the needs of people who cannot drive. And so, of course, you've got business innovation like Uber and Lyft today, but not everybody's on those devices yet that they can access that. And so, nonprofits will continue to play a role. But what about people driving their neighbors? There's a role for everybody. Media is important because it's letting all of us know about these options. We are supported by the Patterson Foundation, and as you can see, we partner with ARP. I'm at USF Sarasota-Manatee with the State Unit on Aging, which is the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, and the World Health Organization. So as you can see, we're aligned at the local, state, national level. The who process to join to be an age-friendly community, you have to be a municipality to join. So we joined with Sarasota County, encompassing of the city of Sarasota, as well as Venice, Longboat Key, and Northport. The first 2 years, we are to ask our community, what is it that people want when they look forward? And we are right now at the point of, well, I'll show you what we've done. We asked people, we conducted focus groups and surveys throughout the county, and every zip code, and about 1,200 people participated. And if you go to our website, you can see our report. We looked at our data by boomers and boomers plus, and we did find differences and preferences in all of these areas. I do want to direct you to our website so you can access this. This information may be helpful to you in your current positions. We also did focus groups, and obviously this is a PowerPoint no-no, but I just want to let you know the work that's been done that's to be shared with everybody here. At the end of, after we did that, we went around the county to stakeholders and people all over the place, and we've developed an action plan for what are we going to do. And so I'm going to give you a first peek at our action plan. It's going to be up on our website in just a few days. And what you'll see is for each of the areas, we have a goal. So here you see, inclusive of people at all life stages and abilities to enhance accessible, affordable, and supportive options to age in the right place. Everybody says they want to age in place, and so what are we doing to help people age in place? So as you can see there's objectives and strategies. Where did we come up with those? We listened to our community. And I know that we've got our architect Hall who will be talking about universal design, so that's one of the strategies. But I want to point out to you that in our action plan, which is quite novel contribution in the age-friendly realm, we do have suggestions, some ideas for businesses, how community, small groups of people, how the media, how government can play a role, and how nonprofits can play a role in all of these areas. And I just want to spend my remaining time just mentioning the principles behind this work, because as I say, it is a community for all ages. It is future-focused. It's focused on what's ahead. If everything in the society was designed for people through age 100, we wouldn't even need to be here. I'm looking at the chairs in the audience. If those chairs had lifts, armrests on them, they would be helpful to help people up. So by default, we need a society that supports people throughout all ages. If we do that, it covers younger people and people with infirmity along the way as well. We were instrumental. We're in the Sarasota County Comprehensive Plan. This work is relevant to many of the chapters. And we also did parks training with park staff at all of the municipalities. I'm wondering whether John's going to give me my sign or not. Okay. The other thing that we do is we optimistically optimize opportunities such as this. We were invited to speak here. We're glad to share this message throughout the community. We're here to promote anything that's going on. Sarasota County was in the midst of a master parks planning update. We worked with their people as well. Recently, a universal design certification was put forth by Sarasota County, and I think that Greg may be talking about that, so I'm going to leave that alone. But we are certainly promoting that in multiple ways. We work with the Florida Studio Theater. They're doing plays on aging in ways to engage our community on these conversations, so we're taking advantage of all that. If you're doing something that has to do with promoting healthy, active, engaged living, let us know, and we want to promote it. Relevant research, not just our work, but also our work is aligned with Sarasota County on the various chapters that align with us on the comp plan. I mentioned this a moment ago, this model is important because, again, what are our assets, how do we do more with them, and what is it that people want? Again, that multi-sector model. Livable community tenants, let me just share with you what ARP has to say about that. It's livable community is a community that's safe and secure, affordable, appropriate housing and transportation, and supportive community features and services. That's what people of all ages want. And ARP actually calls their initiative livable communities. We brought the livable, this is a livability index. You can get a rating for how your neighborhood fares on this. We brought him to town. He spoke to 4 different groups in our community. And you can also, for fun, do a walk score on your community. You'll get 2 ratings, how close you are to public transportation, how close you are to walking to amenities. I'm out in Palmer Ranch. I scored a 0 and a 1 out of a scale of 100. We're also working with the Metropolitan Planning Organization, the NPO. They're regionally involved in transportation, including pedestrian and bike mobility. And as you saw, Sarasota's got a lot of great things, but a recent report came out, and unfortunately, Sarasota was rated 10th worst in the nation on pedestrian safety. 11 of the top 14 were in Florida, and Fort Myers was number 1. But lots is being done about that already to improve pedestrian safety. Longevity, again, throughout the life course. Our work is also aligned with the Florida Department of Health and everything that, you can't just start worrying about getting older at age 65. So it's about helping people age healthy from all along. There was an article in the New York Times recently about millennials and increased rates of hearing loss from listening to the earbuds. So we've got to help people understand how your ears have got to last a lifetime. We'll also be partnering on dementia-friendly community work, and the only thing I want to say about that, we didn't want to start with that work because that's focused on cognitive issues, and this work is much broader than that. We're capturing all of our efforts all along the way in a lot of communication assets that we're doing. Working with people at the neighborhood levels is very important. We've done a lot of work with the chats in Inglewood, Venice, Osprey, Newtown, and also working with some of the assets of ARP that help people at the individual level. This is very important, engaging all generations. To be an age-advantaged society is one in which we intentionally create interactions with people of all ages. It's not enough that younger people are in the same room as older people. There has to be intentional interaction, and it cannot just be one way, one group giving to another. There has to be a mutual exchange. That is, and this is a goal throughout the nation, by the way. This that population pyramid with the younger people done is happening everywhere. And finally, sustainable. We're looking for people to embed, not just do something and try it, but to actually embed change. Sarasota County Parks has now identified all of the amenities that they're doing that are wonderful for people of all ages. And I really like this visual because what we're finding in all of this work is that once people learn about age-friendly, they're all in. And so, but people aren't aware in the beginning. So, which step are you on? I won't do it. I can't do it. Well, I want to do it, but how do I do it? Well, I'll try and I can and I will, and yes, I did it. And I would only add to that now it's your job to show other people what to do. People need to consider the lifespan in everything, every planning decision that's made. Thank you.